welcome to my channel. Today we're going to talk about things not to say with somebody with a mental health condition. I'm Rita and today it's all about you. Well, it is, but is a chemical imbalance on the brain, and they are real for the person. This is not imaginary because the person is really having these kind of feelings, this kind of pain, these kind of thoughts. These comment actually trivialize mental health diseases and discards at the same time all the physical symptoms that a person may have when she suffers from a mental health condition. Some mental illness have no triggers. When you compare other people's issues, you are ignoring or taking them out the importance of their own experiences and how they feel about them, how they live them, how they behave through the experiences. And this can eventually be a trigger because this can really increase guilty feelings. Even, of course, these are not quotes that a person do thinking about these things. Of course, a person do these kind of comments with no intention whatsoever. People that is suffering from a mental health issue, they cannot just get out of them. They can't really make the symptoms go away because the symptoms are the ones that really give the pain, but they are just symptoms. They are not the disease itself. The symptoms are just the expression of the disease. What I mean is that we need to treat the symptoms and understand the disease, what is behind it. And all of these are things that should not be ignored because all of these factors are what compose the disease, and the important issue is what the person is feeling and what the person is experiencing with all the symptoms that she has. A mental illness always affects the way a person sees herself, and there are many people that they pretend that they are happy because they cannot really cope with the feelings that they have, or they are not comfortable revealing them, or they don't have any type of coping mechanisms to deal with them. Saying to a person that she has a great life, that she has lots of accomplishments, for a person that is deeply depressed or extremely anxious, these facts doesn't count because she doesn't see all of these facts as something that she can value. So this is something that she's not giving any type of value, and this is something that is totally an empty sentence because there's no meaning for the person. Some of the reactions that may for us feel as excessive, they actually are symptoms. Particularly in some cases, in some disorders, especially bipolar disorder, the excessive symptoms, the excessive feelings, they are a symptom that something is not okay. Also, saying something like this, it really shows that the person is totally unvalorized all the feelings that the other person is feeling and expressing. And this can cause that disease get even more deeper. These may be well intended, but no tea can cure a mental health disease. And pray can eventually, for a believer, give some kind of relief, but it doesn't really cure. actually it can really make the opposite effect. It can make the person feel that she's not trying hard enough, or that she's not worth the help or the pain relief. Everyone have mood swings, but this is not the same as suffering from a mental health disease. And the person that is really having very strong mood swings, she should not engage in this feeling or thought that everybody has mood swings, because this really delays the seeking of treatment. This is totally wrong, because you don't know how long the person will be in the state, in this phase, in this crisis, in this illness. And you don't know either when the symptoms will go away. So this is totally a wrong sentence. Suggesting that someone can simply treat mental illness with having a positive attitude is just unrealistic, because mental health illness are serious and require a proper treatment. And it is never as simple as just start to be more positive. All these type of comments are very, very hurtful. It may leave a person to seek for help. It may leave a person to even talk about the feelings, about the pain, about the things that she is going through. It may increase even suicidal thoughts due to a really deep lack of hope. And this is a very strong discriminatory sentence or thing to say, because it's really attached with a very negative strong feeling, and this is something that can trigger something worse in the person with a mental illness. We never know how fragile is a person and how she is seeing and dealing with all these comments. And even if most, not all, but most of these sentences are probably coming from a well-intended person that just wants to help, this can really trigger something very, very negative. And because of that, the main thing that we all have to think when we are dealing with somebody with a mental health illness is to be empathic. And this is the correct posture, because this is the normal behavior even with any other type of illness. It is important that you don't try to fix the person, because you are not a professional in this area, but express your gratitude of her trust in you for open her heart and open her feelings. Be yourself a little bit more open-minded about the things that the person is telling you. Show your support. Try to see if the person has other type of support network. And this is the only things you can do to this person. Help her to get help, or help her talk about what she is feeling. Be gentle, but at the same time be yourself. Be how the person knows you. Be what you think that the person is expecting from you. Again, not trying to fix the person or have a solution more permanent. If you really want to help the person, just have this type of behavior or help her getting help. And that's all for today, guys. I hope these tips were useful for you, and especially for your relationship with other people, particularly the ones that eventually may be having mental health disease or disorder. And I'll see you next time for another video. Bye!